So this summer, I spent a month working at Urban Promise's summer camp in the Glamorgan community. Urban Promise is a Christian organization that serves Toronto community housing neighborhoods in the GTA by running these summer camps that are sort of like VBS and also after-school programs in the school year. They also work with older kids because when these kids grow up, they get then given the chance to work at these summer camps as street leaders, which are basically like camp leaders in camp, which is essentially what I did in the summer as well. Through these programs, and they're able to develop relationships with the kids and the teens and the families of these kids as well. And in this way, they're able to share God's love and spread the gospel as well. So my experience at camp was really great. I really loved interacting with all the kids because I think they're just really innocent and energetic all the time. Something I often like to do is like ask the kids these questions and just learn more about them. And it was always really interesting and cute to see how they would answer the questions, not just with like the answer, but also tell me all these random little stories and thoughts that related to it. And it was just also really fun playing all these games with them, which we did a lot in camp. We would even play simple games like staring contests, and even after the 5th or 6th time of doing the exact same thing, they would still be so like excited and invested in trying to beat me at the simple game. And I just had a lot of really like fun memories from camp. But I think what took it to like another level was that camp also felt really rewarding because I knew that I was being a positive influence on these kids. So every morning at camp, the street leaders and counselors do devotions, and I remember one morning in particular we were talking about what we want to see from camp at the end of summer. And I remember sharing about things like wanting to share Jesus' love to the kids and also wanting to teach them when they made mistakes. First of all, to really understand why they were being scolded, not just that they did something wrong, but like really understand why, and also recognize that even after making a mistake, it wasn't just the end, it was more like a second chance to then improve. And I remember the other street leaders would talk about things like wanting kids to believe in themselves more and helping them to have more self-control with things like saving up their prizes for like bigger prizes, and in this way connecting it to in the future how this could help them with money management and things like that. So I think through that conversation I started recognizing how camp was sort of like a training ground for real life because we were giving the kids a safe space to learn these important skills and help to develop their mindsets so that in the future they could grow and just be the best that they could be with our help. So I think camp in general was just really interesting and fun and memorable. I learned a lot from my experiences there. At times it was certainly like a little bit uncomfortable and challenging just because it was such a new environment and I was around all these people that I didn't know and around people from a different culture. But I think I learned a lot because of these differences. I got to interact with all these different kinds of kids and step out of my comfort zone. And also I learned a lot from these people that were different from me in personality and culture. From those that I worked with, I learned about like different types of leadership by seeing them and the different ways that they disciplined kids and also interacted with them, and just a lot of things just from engaging and interacting with them. So overall, my experience working at camp was, I would say, one of like the best memories of my year, and I really hope that Urban Promise can continue to do the great work it's doing and spreading God's love in these communities in the way that they're doing.